back again, Site B. I'm gonna go ahead and see what it takes to get this seat out. And first thing I'm gonna do is get all the junk out of here again. But get all the stuff out so I can definitely get to the bolts, take the seat out, take the tracks off, take them home, and see if they'll mount onto that new seat of mine. Looks pretty close. Like I said, this seat looks wider back here, but maybe that's just my perception of it, which, like I said, I don't think that's gonna harm anything. Seat looks pretty good until you get to here, and then whenever I was actually leaning on it, it just cracked. So I was just gonna keep it, but and I really had no plans for a new seat anytime soon, but that one came up and was too good to pass up. Anyways, I'm gonna set up the time lapse, and you can watch me do that in super speed. Let me know if you like time lapse or not. I've been doing a lot of them lately. Let me know if you'd like to see it step by step in real time. I could definitely do that too. It just adds a lot to the viewing time. All right, all the bolts came out, no problems there. A little bit of WD-40 helped a lot. And yeah, this hat looks ridiculous and I don't care. It keeps my ears warm. No use in suffering any more than I have to. And I don't care how I look, as long as I'm warm. I'm gonna just try and do it by myself. I'm just gonna drag it out. I'll probably enlist some help whenever I go to put the other one in, just to keep from tearing anything up. But this seat, I don't think there's any hurting it, really. I'll set you up and we'll see how it goes. Well, that was pretty quick and easy. Not a very heavy seat, not too much to worry about breaking. Somehow, not now, but recently, both these things got broke. It looks weird. I don't know how I did it, but it broke the trim. Both of them. Got the trim broke right out of them. I guess they got stuck in the seat or something, but both of them. So, that trim breaks and then this pops out and whatever. I don't know. They were functioning up until here recently. There's the 67 tank and a 71. I had to drill some holes, and some holes that were drilled weren't used. I had to drill, so this one was drilled, not used. Had to drill that one. That one existed. Had to drill that one, and I think that one on the end existed. I think. Anyways, yeah, it's strange, you know, it's Ford. I don't understand the method to their madness, but whatever. At least it worked with a little bit of finagling. Anyways, pan looks good. I mean, I don't know if the seat risers ever rust out, but it's not. Actually, the whole pan looks pretty good from what I've seen, which is not all of it, but except for this part where I stuck my foot through. So there's that. I believe these seat tracks are just a bolt under here and one under here. They feel like a 1/2 inch 7/16. So I'm gonna spray them down with some WD-40 just to be safe, and I'll wrench those out of there. I was worried because I saw these and I thought that's underneath the upholstery, but I'm pretty sure the new seat's already got these bars underneath for these to bolt to. So I think I'm okay there. I'm pretty sure those are welded onto the seat frame. They're part of it. But yeah, I was worried about it. I think this has been reupholstered. I wonder if it's got the original upholstery underneath of it. It doesn't feel like it does. Or maybe that's the original upholstery. No, the newer seat's not done with hog rings. It's just stapled, flat out stapled, and has little plastic channels sewed into it to hook onto the seat frame. So, anyways, enough talking. Let's get to work on this. So I successfully lowered the seat by taking the seat tracks off. It's not adjustable, but you know, I'm tall anyway, so no, but not really. This is just getting stored in here so it doesn't have to sit outside or take up space in the shed for the winter, because I'm not putting the new seat in here. And I figure when it comes down to it, I'll put this on Marketplace for free, see if anybody wants it. It isn't any prize, but you know, when you need a seat, you need a seat. The tracks are back here. They're good enough. You know, they're not in the elements for the most part. I got 3 washers, so 2 of them were on here, none on there, 1 on there, and none down here on this one. So I have no idea. I'm guessing it came with 4, and somewhere along the lines, somebody got confused. I'll clean these up a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy. They're under the seat. You know, spray them off with some water, dry them off. Maybe squirt this part that comes out from under the seat black with some spray paint, but I'm not gonna go crazy on it. Anyways, that's that. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you like the time lapse or if you prefer to see it step by step. Anyways, I almost forgot. I was gonna measure the bottom of this seat to see how far these rails are apart. Make sure that I'm not gonna have problems between the 2 seats on that. I've been told by a pretty reputable source that they're gonna be the same, but it doesn't hurt to check. I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. I don't know where the tape measure is. It's a big old orange tape measure. How do you lose that? You lay a seat on top of it. That's how you lose that. Alright, so the front holes are, let's see here, 42 center to center, or real close to that. Anyways, not quite. My measuring skills suck. Is it 41 3/4? Let's call it 41 3/4. 41 3/4, both sides. And in between is 15 1/4 with a little bit of play because that's a slotted one. So anywhere between 15 1/4 and 15 1/2. Okay. Just check the measurements and they're the same width-wise. He didn't measure them depth-wise because the tracks are still on his. When I get home, I'll take those tracks off, measure them. I'm guessing looks pretty good. Looks like it's gonna be right. That's a good thing. That's really makes me happy. Back here at side A, get ready to take the tracks off. They're secured a little bit differently than the ones I took off the truck's seat. They look like a 3/8 or 7/16 bolt that goes through, but I hope that's the only difference. So, right there, bolts in, so I'm not sure what kind of a nut that's got on it, but we're probably gonna have to drill that out. But these tracks are way different. The ones on the truck are 4. These are just one on the front, 1 on the back. So there's 2 on the front, 2 on the back of each side on the old tracks. Have a nicer way to do it, nicer bolts, but I don't know. Still got to look at it, see what we got. So there's that. Here's the brackets off the new seat. Alright, having a heck of a time. Battery's running dead, and drill's not wanting to drill, and holes not wanting to line up. They're big enough, but there's just enough difference between the spaces that they don't want to go in at the same time. Yeah. I'm going to do the hack thing and waller it. I think we're that close. Okay, that's got it. I'll do with the other side too. Okay, that one went in super easy. From outside to outside, 43.5. From inside to inside, 40.5. That's on the front. On the back, outside to outside, 43.5. Inside to inside, 40.5. Alright. Front, middle to middle, about 42 and 1/8. (42 3/16). Bottom, yeah, 42 3/16. Okay. So, as with everything, it might need a little tweaking. The old seat was about 41 3/4, and the new seat is about 42 3/16. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that much in my head, but from 41 3/4 to 42 3/16, what does that end up to be? Like these bolts, the holes got quite a bit of slop, but I wouldn't say that much slop, you know. And I mean, the bolts are smaller, but not by much than that. So I'm a little worried about the measurements I've got. The track's lined up, except for me having to drill out the threaded hole. They're lining up to the seat, but as far as where that seat places them, wider on this one. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of hope that I have enough slop to not have to do a bunch of re-drilling and stuff. Problem is, the only way I'm going to really know is put these tracks on this seat, take this seat to site B, and just try to put it in. Not sure what the plan is right now. I think right now the plan is clean these up, make them pretty, bolt them on, and make plans to get this seat to site B. So doing the math real quick, it looks like it's 7/16 off. That seems pretty substantial to me whenever you're talking about lining bolts up. I really, really hope that it works. Anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you guys like, what you dislike, suggestions on ways to change this up to make it a little more interesting. Thanks. Bye. See you guys later. Here's a finished product. I said I wasn't going to clean these up much, but I got carried away. I'm going to let these dry. I've got a lot of brake clean on them. That'll evaporate pretty quick, but then I will come back, and before I paint them, I'll hit them with brake clean again, dry them off, let them dry, heat up the garage, and give them a little spray down with black paint. After that, I will grease them up after the paint's dried and I'm happy with the coverage. I will grease the tracks up, and that'll be that with them. New grease, get all the dirt out of the track as much as I can without completely disassembling them. And it should be good to go. Well, it's windy and cold out today, so I made the temperature nice in here. And I'm going to paint these rails today. I think it'll all go pretty good. I got them warming up right by the heater. I've had the heater running for a while. I put on some of this cardboard so I don't overspray onto anything important. And if I do, it'll be on this mat, which is not important either. So I'm going to set up the time lapse and see how this goes with spray painting. After spray painting, I'm going to let them sit for a day. Let them dry real well, and then I'll put some grease on them. Anyways, so enjoy. Alright, so I got them painted with the first coat. This is a high build paint, so it goes on really, really thick. So I'm probably only going to do one more coat, kind of get it shiny after these dry up. I usually do like a thin tack coat and then a good coat to fully cover it, and then do one to get it all glossy. It went on so good. The first coat was really thick. I think it's called, here it is. So semi-gloss ultra cover, paint, and primer. So honestly, one coat would probably be enough. It even got my fingernail looking goth. Anyways, so yeah, here they are. It's kind of hard to tell the way the light's going on them, but yeah, they'll be a semi-gloss, and they're painted 10 times better than they need to be. There's some pieces I see that I missed, but honestly, most of that's mechanical. It's going to get scraped off anyways through use, and at the end of the day, it's all going to be under the seat anyways, except for this part here, the handle for the seat adjustment. But that's just me. I can't just throw a greasy part or a dirty, rusty part back under there. So make it better. It should stay that way for the most part, since it will be out of the elements, and it should only get better and better inside that cab as I go along. But yeah, they look good. It's semi-gloss is probably my favorite. That's that. I'll time lapse the second coat. It'll be about as exciting as watching paint dry. In the meantime, I'm gonna play me some old school Mario Kart. All right, I got them painted as good as I'm gonna get them painted. They look pretty good. I wouldn't say perfect, but they will not rust underneath the seat inside the cab anytime soon. So whenever I have a reason to get under there and look at them, they look pretty. And I know I did something other than just throw them in. So here they are. They're nothing special. Like I said, paint ain't perfect. I think I got a run right there, but I've got paint on them, and this sticking out of from under the seat will look good, better than a rusty metal piece. And I think the coverage is pretty good. I'm gonna let them hang like this for a while. I've got this piece of cardboard precariously placed right there to keep them apart because they're hanging from the same hook, and otherwise they'd be banging into each other. I'll wait for them to dry a little bit more. I'll take that out because I'm afraid it's going to fall out, slam them together anyways. My heater's almost out, so that means I'm pretty much done for now. Like I said, just going to let them dry. And I did drill the holes out on this a little more to try to get that 7/16 taken up. I drilled them out quite a bit bigger. I think the last size I went with was 29/64. So whatever that is, it's a heck of a lot bigger than the holes that were in there. So I have a little bit of wiggle room. All right, this is a rare glimpse inside the lair of Slink's garage. Basically in here, because painted parts don't dry in the freezing cold very well. So parts are in here curing as best they can in 70 degrees instead of 30 and 40 degrees. Here they are. I even got new hardware, new flanged bolts, and I couldn't find a washer that was oversized but not too far oversized with this 5/16 hole in there. So I'm hoping that I can fit both this one, which I think is 7/16, and then this 5/16 to fit over there securely, so it has a little more to grip on those holes I drilled out. Here's the flange nut. I like these, kind of like a lock nut. They just grip onto that. Yeah, they'll be fine. Torque them down, they'll never move again. like I said, as long as I have enough room. If I don't, I'll decide on one of these washers or the other. But yeah, they turned out really good. I am really happy with them. Probably the worst part on them is this handle, because it's old and a tad bit crusty, but it'll work. It doesn't look terrible. I could actually go after it with some acetone, get some old paint off of it, and we'll see. You know, I have a tendency to do that kind of stuff, but they turned out looking, you know, for the most part, brand new. Better than what this really deserves. So, I'm happy with it. That's that. Take care, guys. Till next time. Bye.